dating is a simple algorithm. Everything's mapped out. I know what to do in any given situation. And so we start with meet. We could also say there's pre-meet. So there's pre-meet, meet, and then there's like interaction. And then we could say there's attraction. And then we could say, we can go isolation. And then we could add escalation. And then we can have bed. Right? Now, what's really important about this, when you deal with an expert in any industry, an expert can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7-part process. I just made this up, but I'm not making it up. I'm not like completely talking about my ass. This is real. This is just, I've just picked words that I think randomly explain what this is. If I wanted to sat down and refine this further, I could. But to me, these are like the changes that happen in an interaction with somebody. And they're like key points. And even as I'm writing, I'm like, is it really isolation? What I really mean is don't be in public. So, but it sounds weird to say isolation because it sounds like you're gonna drag somebody into the forest, right? Which is not really what I'm saying. I'm just saying don't be in public. And so, but this is like the whole shaboodle. Like if you want to get good at dating, you got to go through this whole process. So when this guy explained to me, is like, I have a problem, I escalate too hard and too fast. All I'm hearing is you're skipping something. Something here is being skipped. And when you build a model of attraction, you can always see what someone's doing wrong. You can find their sticking point because they're either missing phases, not doing phases, like they stop here and just stop, or they're rushing a phase, or they're not exploring it fully. I will explore all of these phases fully in order to generate attraction. And I maximize all of them, right? So, and like, I've got, like my friends are in the room as well, and like, they're interested in learning about dating and attraction as well. And this, whether you're a dating student of mine or whether you're a friend or just some random person, I would say you have to focus on the pre-meet. And no one ever does. So I've got a student right now who I taught him how to use dating apps. He saw me go through dating apps and set up dates for myself, one after the other. Like he saw it happen. And I said to him, we're sitting in the car, I look at him and I'm like, you're not using dating apps. He's like, no, I'm signed up on all of them. I was like, you didn't answer my question. You're not using dating apps. And he goes, okay, well, I'm not using dating apps. I was like, I knew it. And he's like, how did you know? I was like, because you're not telling me about interactions you're having with people. Because you can't have an interaction unless you're doing the preparation to get it. So him not talking about interactions means he turned off the beginning, right? And by shutting down the beginning, he messed himself up. So I explained to him, you gotta have the pre-meet. The pre-meet is everything you do before you meet somebody. So if we list what is the pre-meet, well, one of them is gonna be online dating. When I do online dating, I put about 30 minutes a day into it. 30 minutes of swiping and communicating. 30 minutes every single day. Also the pre-meet, let's add fitness and health. People hate that one. You got to do it. There's a confidence that comes from working out and eating healthy and, focusing on your physical appearance. That's super important if you're single and you're trying to meet somebody.
Also, the testosterone rises to your skin and buff that.
Right, yeah, the testosterone in general just increasing, it builds up, right? So you got to have this. You can't skip that. You got to have a good fitness regime. It's huge. I would say it's huge anyway, but like when you're single, you're competing in a world with other people that are doing that. You want to be able to compete, right? Smell good. I think this one's huge and people don't focus on it. You got to smell good. Can't overload yourself with cologne. Can't be sweaty. Can't be stinky. Like you got to be good, right?
It's your immune system. That's how women can tell if you're healthy.
Right, exactly. Groomed. You got to be well groomed. And while we're at it, we'll go with fashion as well. And then let's look at social life. And I would argue that before I do anything, this is how I start. So let's go through each of these categories and we'll make sure that we've got them cleaned up. So first of all, social life. I'm gonna make sure I've got a healthy social life 2 or 3 nights a week. They're gonna be set nights a week, right? So like I'm picking my buddy Jordan here just for a second. Jordan, when he comes to Texas, he tries to set up dates for himself. But what he doesn't have is a set schedule of set evenings when he's gonna go and do dates. And it's something that I've thought about before, but I'm gonna pick on him a bit. He needs to do it. Because if he stabilizes what nights he's available and he's going out on dates, it will actually help him and help us with the scheduling. So like it really helps us. He helped to babysit last night, which was lovely. And that was great. But he should set like Wednesday night and Saturday night or something, that are his nights to go dating. What that allows him to do is on any night when he isn't dating, he's actually focusing on his social life. And by building up that social life, your dating life transitions over. So when I first started meeting new people, after my breakup, when I obviously I'm polyamorous, I wanted to replace the person that I separated from. I picked set nights that were to go out and meet people. Now I actually, that very first night, I replaced her, so it took 6 hours. But the point is, that replacement, that night became the night that I see that person. It was just, that was it. So tonight I'm gonna go out and meet somebody. Okay, now I see that person every day on that night, the end. And that's it. So you take your social life night and it becomes your dating night, right? So, and that also sets your relationship up correctly, that you're gonna see them 2 or 3 nights a week or whatever it's gonna be. So you have to get that social life going, and it's really easy to transition it into dating. And you wanna be making sure you spend time socializing with people who are attractive and people you could potentially date, even if you're not gonna date them, because the pre-selection's huge. Cool? So then fashion. Like, I think every single person in this room would benefit from a fashion makeover. Like, genuinely every single one of you. And that's not a negative critique. The best fashion makeover is find a woman who you know who is the most fashionable and ask them to take you shopping for yourself. And in return, you'll buy them an item of clothing to say thank you. They will love that. Like, what? A guy friend of mine is gonna take me shopping and I get to buy clothes for him that he pays for, and then he buys me something? In. I would do this 2 or 3 times with some women that are friends of yours. They will love the fact you've asked them to do it. It's their idea of fun, and what that will do for you, for your fashion sense, will be incredible. Yeah. I would, like, if I was just single, right? We're gonna assume I'm single right now. I would do it this weekend, and I would probably do it every weekend until I met somebody. Because again, it's the social life thing. Yeah, I wouldn't just do it once and be like, I got it. Until I meet somebody, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? Because I'm gonna change my fashion up, I'm gonna piece it all together and make it happen, yeah? Groomed, same thing with being groomed. I would find a woman who is attractive and who knows something about hair and that kind of thing, and I would ask them to tell me what they want. So I was growing a beard for a long time. I just had it shaved down recently, and I didn't do it on purpose, but when I went to get my hair done, the hairstylist was like, hey, I want to change your style up. I'm going to take you from a beard to like scruff, right? To just stubble. And I was like, okay, whatever, do it. The minute I did it, all the women in my life were like, love it. And I was like, oh, okay, great. So there we go, I'll do that then. And so I'm going to keep it trimmed down now because every woman was like, so much better. I was like, first of all, you could have told me before. Second of all, thanks. But they loved it because of my face between their legs. They didn't want the hair. And they're like, I'm clean shaven. I don't want the hair of your face. I was like, why didn't you say anything? And they're like, I didn't want to bother you. I'm like, you should have. So groomed, again, have the discussion. I'm not having the discussion because I'm dating them. But the minute it happened, they were like, thank you. So, key element. Smelling good. Shower twice a day. If I was single, I'd shower twice a day. I'd do it once in the morning and once before I went to bed or before I went out. So I'd do it in the morning and then before I went out at night if I was going out at night. Twice a day. There is nothing that smells better than soap and the clean body. The end. Fitness, start working out 2 to 3 times a week, real simple, keep it basic, eat clean. Does everyone know what eating clean means? Yeah. If you don't know what eating clean means, it means just eat fruit and vegetables that you buy in the grocery section and the butchers, right? That's and the meat section, that's it. So don't buy anything in a packet or anything that's pre-made. Just buy the individual ingredients and make it. That's like a really simple, basic method to stay healthier. It's not the best nutritionist advice in the world, but I tell you what, it's a lot better than a lot of other things, so give that a try. And then online dating, set up an online dating profile. And the easiest way to start off with an online dating profile is to get professional pictures done. All the women on Instagram models, they've all got professional pictures. Get professional pictures done. Get your online dating profile up. The key to a good online dating profile is professional pictures, not ones that you've done at a supermarket, by the way, or like at a shopping mall, right? Not those ones. You want candid pictures. It should look like it's a still from a movie. That's how you know it's good, okay? And then the profile, don't say who you are, say what you're looking for. That's the key. If you do those 2 things, your online dating, it's gonna be better than most people. That's it. This is pre-meet. Do all this. Start here. Set up everything here. If you're like, I'll do all that, but I won't do smell and fitness, yeah, you're ruining your success. So just do everything.